we have a veteran startup guest today, if I can say so, Ádám Somlai-Fischer from Prezi. And I think they are the best known Hungarian startup internationally. And I'm very, very curious how Prezi shaped the local and the regional ecosystem. So Imre, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And again, of course, I welcome all of you. And I'm very happy that finally I have a chance to speak with Ádám, or as others know him, Szabi, co-founder of Prezi. And I don't know if you remember, Ádám, we go way back in 2009 when our beloved friend Peter Záboly held the first entrepreneurship course. You showed up there with this little startup called Prezi at the time.
I remember, yes.
Yeah, and you told us the story that, imagine, guys, we just put it up on the online, and all of a sudden, in one month we had like 30,000 users. Well, those were the days when 30,000 was a number for you. Yes. How many users do you guys have now?
Like 100 million.
Oh, 100 million. That's I got goosebumps. That's a nice number. So I'm very happy to finally have you here. I was always looking for the opportunity to speak with you on such a forum, but COVID gave us this opportunity. So in your earlier email, you mentioned that, well, you don't want to talk too much about the ecosystem, or that the role of Prezi is probably more important, or sort of it would make more sense to see the ecosystem through the eyes, through the glasses of Prezi. And I think it was a really important work that Prezi did in the last 10-11 years. Some of you who just recently joined the startup ecosystem, so to say, obviously you can't remember what happened in 2010, 2011, when I think it was a very formative role that Prezi played in actually bringing home sort of the international startup mindset. And obviously that's my favorite mindset, that the entrepreneur is in the middle, and that's, whatever serves the entrepreneur's interest is good, and everything else is secondary, to say the least. But it's our sort of the floor is our guests' floor. So I really would like to hear what you, Ádám, think about the Budapest ecosystem as it stands today. The last 10 years, how it all got formed. You guys were involved in one of the largest efforts called Bridge Budapest. So tell us, Ádám.
Thank you, Imre. I remember really well that time when you had a lecture, I think, about American business English.
Yes. And
I learned a lot of expressions from you that night when I was showing Prezi. So just really building on what you said. So we founded the company in 2007, and the actual product in its earliest versions I have used since 2000 as a personal tool. So it's quite a long time, but when we initially started with Peter Halácsi, the two of us, and it was just a toy product for our own needs. And when we got the first person to walk up to us and say that I'd like to invest, pretty much like an angel would say, then that person was Chris Matthijsen, the former CEO of Hungarian Telecom. We had no idea what to do, so we looked up on Wikipedia, like, what is a startup? And so, there was just no reference for us. We had the international background, but in academia and art, and not in business. But we very soon understood that rather than trying to learn everything from Wikipedia instantly, we would rather find a third co-founder, and that was Peter Árvai, who has been the CEO of Prezi until the last year, good friend. And basically, I think one of the main reasons that we realized that everything we learned we should share was that for us it was a really amazing journey, that it wasn't very easy to start a company in Hungary and get the help and support. It was clear that the product got interest, people loved it and wanted to use it, but when we went to a patent office, we didn't understand what they wanted to tell us, and we just lost some money on trying to do patent unuseful things. When we talked to lawyers in Budapest, they always spoke a language that nobody understood to kind of position themselves as the expert, but they didn't help us.
what I really like about EdUcate is how much you're actually not only preaching something, but you're actually doing it also. You guys started out, I mean, I think we can say it, you guys started out as completely different, right? You focused on students, university students, and yeah, now you are advising OTP. Can you take us through that journey a little bit?
Sure. So where we got started was like, we realized that there is a need for innovative mindsets and skills in the workspace, and we designed a course where graduate students can sign up and they learn from practical view. They meet with CEOs of leading companies, for example. They can learn from the industry, and they get all the skill training that is basically needed when they want to be an entrepreneur, when they want to be consultants, or they want to get started basically with any kind of job. And we started this course in 2017, I guess, yeah. And we had these guest speakers from leading companies in Hungary who were taking part in the courses. And soon some of them already told us like, hey, this course is so valuable. We want you to do this for the total, like the entire finance or HR team at our company. So this is how our corporate service line got started. That we had these leaders from Hungary, and they said like, this is very valuable, and we want you to help our organization. So since then, we've worked with basically the largest corporations in Hungary. What we didn't really do is that we didn't communicate that much about it. We worked mostly on B2B basis and on a referral basis. So what I feel is that we have a huge impact on today's leading organizations. Like we work with Vodafone, Audi, Telecom, OTP, most of these leading corporations in Hungary, but we don't have this out there in the public. So for example, we are coaching, leading a lot of workshops and product development, strategy development workshops and everything like that with these companies, but it's not really out there in the public.
Sure.